Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mike Dennis with Logan Randall, and we are here to broadcast some Wizards softball as they take on the Portsmouth Patriots. We are here at the senior softball field, like I just said. I might start reading the teleprompter. Mr. White is going to buy us a big teleprompter to go right above our head. But this is the media, journalism, and broadcast performance and sharing of this game. This is playoffs. This is the Wizards are the second seed. The Portsmouth Patriots had to play for the play-in spot. Pretty solid team overall. I actually gonna look at their record. I don't have their record. Wow, I'm so unprofessional. I think I should quit. I think it's time to hang it up.
You're usually on top of this stuff. What are you doing?
I know. I'm off the game today. So they're 8-7 in league play. They were the 7th seed coming into this contest. So no matter what, if the girls lose today, which I hope they don't think they're gonna. If either of them lose, they will go to the losers bracket, and they will have to fight their way up to that. And if they lose those games, they are completely out of this tournament. The Rhode Island Scholastic Leagues goes to the States, which is at Rhode Island College's softball field, which is actually a pretty decent field, which we're hoping to try to do that game if the girls are able to make it all the way, which I'm very confident they will, and probably will be playing the St. Raphael Saints because they are a very competitive game last time. That came down to literally the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah.
And Allie,
walk off.
Yeah, Allie's with the fat ankle. She got the Kobe Bryant like volleyball ankle. I had a good conversation with the assistant coach for the softball team for Portsmouth. Very down-to-earth guy. He's actually the head coach for the football team, which is Division I. And we were having a good conversation about the game, and I told him to have good fun. And again, as we are broadcasting, we cannot be incredibly biased. And like the Hornets announcer, if you ever watch the NBA, and he literally has the most dramatic reactions to when LaMelo Ball shoots a weird three. Coaches are coming to meet up now. I wish I knew her name, and I wish I knew his name, but it's Coach Brian Palazzo. And the umpire, we don't know his name. He's just ump. Blue, stripes.
He's all the colors. He's
all
the
the
rainbow.
colors. He is the universal. And we're going to get into the game shortly here.
His name is Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
The pitching matchup we have today, actually, I'll just get right into the lineups because we need to have some elite ball knowledge here. So starting, and the first batter is, Jesus, they don't write the names good at all. I'm trying to Lily Mercado. Batting second is Emily Brunson, and then followed by the probably backbone of this offense, which is Barbara Rainey. Sounds like a name from the 1960s. She's having a very incredible year. She's one of the stars of this team. Debatably, you can see she's one of the best batters, and we're actually we're honored because we get to see this this sister duo, pitcher and catcher, kind of like a Brady and Gronk, but they're sisters. The pitcher is the older one, and then obviously the catcher is the younger. Barbara is the catcher, and then her older sister Mary is the pitcher. They've had a very solid year. Barbara is hitting, I think, 580, 10 homers, but I don't think she's better than Carcetti. Sorry.
No. Seeing them warm up, she threw a couple of good balls, but other than that.
And taking the field now is the West Warwick Wizards. Miss Principe is she looks hyped, looks locked. Hopefully she won't say a profanity before we can take it off air if we do an interview with her. And I'm going to actually go ahead and give out the starters for the Wizards. So obviously on the So on the mound is obviously Bryce Principe. We are really one of the only teams in this division that has just a one pitcher team. Behind the plate is Maddie Walsh, of course. Very close connection. We saw them warming up, and Bryce was getting pretty heated. And joining us back at first is Miss Ayanati. I said it right this time. So when you come up for the interview, please don't yell at me again. Obviously, Grace Gallo at second, Liv Zadek at short. Carcetti at third. Right field is going to be Sarlo, center is Sarah, and then left is Musciano, who's playing flex again. Pretty similar lineup, and then obviously the DH is going to be Charlotte this time instead of her playing at first. Comparatively, we have kind of similar experience. Obviously, you know, we're made up of what? Maddie's a senior, Allie's a senior, Adriana's a senior.
About 90% of this team is seniors.
Yeah. I had a good conversation during school with athletic director Mr. James Owls, and he told me that we're hoping that next year we can retool the shed. And we have a couple of decent freshmen. Alexa Foley will probably start, and kind of hoping that some of the middle school remnants that won that middle school championship will return and play some softball. And as we get into the action,
First pitch is a strike right down the
gotta get
middle.
the lineup back. Lily Morgano. And this was the first game I actually did my homework, and I talked to the assistant coach, and he actually literally pronounced each name to me. So I will try my absolute best to honor you and say everything right. Bryce having kind of a rough first at bat here, 2-1's the count. And I was almost going to be the play-by-play and the scoreboard operator, but we have a parent. I don't know what his name is, but
Anthony Carcetti.
oh, that's yeah, okay.
Carcetti's dad.
Yep, he's funny. Great
Always
guy.
stepping up to the plate and help out.
3-1's the count. Fifth pitch. She wanted to go there, but you'd see she kind of golf swinged at it. Obviously, as we get through the first, rotation of the lineup, we're going to have a lot of people trying to figure out speeds, a lot of people trying to figure out weaknesses, and you can see Bryce took that perfectly. She got down low in the count and came back. Coming up to bat now is number 4, Emily Brunson.
She's a lefty.
Bronson, yep.
Don't see this too often.
The only lefty that I can really think of is Luke Gallo. Little high. Again, like I said, the first time through the rotation, they're just trying to figure out weaknesses. Bryce is trying to figure out what she can use to exploit the batter. You got to get in the headspace. A little low. She looks confident in the bag. Right down the middle,
Nice
2-1.
strike.
Like I said, Bryce plays to her advantages. She's truly a soldier. She's really the only pitcher that has pitched this year except Christina. Christina was warming up earlier this game, obviously. And that's going to be right down the middle again. Principe, he's going to take the sign. Looks like Maddie was looking at a sign from Coach Gallo. It's going to be a little low. We're in the full count now. I was actually talking to Principal Steven Alves, and he was telling me that he believed the winning of softball and baseball is how your errors and your walks. Looked like it was coming to hit us. I think the first time I get hit, I think I'll learn to bring a glove. What do you think?
I'm waiting for the day.
I'm waiting for it. I'm going to get up all victorious, the adrenaline pumping. I'm just going to swing it back out to the field.
Ooh,
That was an interesting call.
just missed.
What's coming up to bat now is the superstar for Portsmouth, Mrs. Barbara Rainey. She's having a pretty solid season. She's batting just about .580, if I'm not mistaken. I actually have it right in front of me. I'm trying to guess. She's batting .550 with 60 at-bats, 33 hits, 34 RBIs, and she actually has 10. She's hitting 10 homers out.
Took
Obviously,
the first pitch, swinging for the fences. That was a hell of a swing. You see that?
yeah, she's got the JD Martinez, the leg protection and the elbow protection. I think that's something they could take advantage of there. You can kind of see she was lit lagging, kind of looking. You have a strong arm there at first and from your catcher.
Well, if you look at it, she swings very high. Send something low right down. Possibly could be a strike every time.
Yeah, I was talking to the assistant coach. I still don't know his name. I'm gonna have to look it up when we go to the middle of the inning. He said that she's very respectful. She's a superstar, very self-disciplined. But obviously, I'm still a Westwark Wizard, and I still want Bryce to mop the floor with her on the mound, which is what she's doing right now. We're going to see here with this 2-2 delivery if she has a little bit of adjustment. She's going to get some contact. She got the Verdugo gear on, JD Martinez. It's literally what they were every single game. Maybe she has a sliding mitt too. We'll see if her coach hands her one. Principe with the 6th pitch of the bat, and she's going to strike her out.
Got her. Beautiful pitch, too.
You got to think from Ms. Principe, she's in the zone right now. She's getting the chalk. Coming up to bat now is, oh, jeez. Can you give me the roster?
You got this, buddy. I don't have it. You had it.
Mia Grugreri? Yes, I guess I had it right. He said that's exactly what he told me to say it. So I feel good about myself. Feel good. Feel real good. First pitch is going to be a strike. It's a 2-out situation. You run on contact here. Ruggieri. Okay. I'm always going to say names wrong. She looks like they're the tallest girl on her team. Bryce with the 1-1 delivery. Does she just have a Shaq grunt there?
Gives a little extra push.
Reminds me of when he dunked on Chris Dudley. He had that grunt, and then he backed him down and dunked on him. Is she going to dunk on her? 2-1 delivery. That looked it was low, but I feel like he could have given us it. Maybe this one's a little bit more disciplined than the Charaho and Tollgate umpire that we had. She's going to get a hit. Right to Christina Sarlo.
Nice play.
Zadig's going to get the ball from short. So they're figuring it out. Coming up to bat, 5th is Barbara's sister, number 7, Mary Rainey. Jesus. Do you watch the Stranger Things for your name your kids? I'm sorry. Having a little fun up here in the commentation booth. Logan's looking just locked. He's writing his stats down.
Oh, nice pitch.
That was a great pitch. Ooh.
Oh, he got it.
It looks like Maddie was a little struck there. But she got the out, so that's all that matters. And we're going to come into the mid of the 1st inning. And this is going to be the only inning where we don't take a middle break, provided the producer, Mr. Eric White, doesn't tell me that we have to take a break. Oh, we're actually going to take a commercial break.
Oh, he lied to you.
Did you lie to me?
That's fine. We'll stay here.
We'll stay here? Okay. See, I'm trying to, get these starters announced. All right, so let's. Sister and sister pitcher and catcher duo. We have senior Mrs. Mary Rainey on the mound. She is pitching with a. Let me find it. She's pitching a 4.5 ERA. She's 2-1 on the season, and she's pitched just about 52 innings, and she has 60 strikeouts on the season. She's faced just about 300 batters. Behind the plate catcher for her is her sister, Barbara. We just saw her have a pretty interesting at-bat for her first at-bat. At first is Lily Brunson. At second is, Jesus Christ, I'm going to say this wrong. Can you give me
Yeah, well, you figure that out. Leading off for the Wizards, it's number 11, Olivia Zadik.
Yeah.
Batting second is Charlotte Horak. Third is Adriana Carcetti. Fourth is Madison Walsh. Fifth is Grace Gallo. Sixth is Sarah Payan. 7 is Ali Ionati. 8 is Bryce Principe. 9 is Christina Sarlo.
So at second, we have Kaylin Abashan. She did tell me to say that name. At shortstop, we have
Hold on.
Mia Ruggieri. Taking a little moment of silence here.
I don't know. What's happening?
Oh, we got a baseball from Little League. Did you get drilled in the head? Oh, no. That'd be really bad. I got to stop. At third, we have Evelyn Schmidt. In right, we have Kylie Toner. Center field is Lily Morgado.
First pitch to Zadik is in the dirt.
Yeah, thank you for picking up for my mistake. And then Tatum Brennan's in left.
Knew we'd get there one day.
I'm going to start playing the Jeopardy music when I announce the starting lineups on my phone.
Oh, we so totally should.
It'd be copyrighted. And coming up in the post-game interview, we'll have executive producer Eric White taking us to the ball game.
We're still trying to get it.
And Liv is up 3-0, and she might get a walk here. And she's going to take her time outside the box. 3-0 delivery, and that's going to be a walk.
Nice start for the Wizards here.
Coming up to bat now is number 24, DH. Well, they consider it DP, but we'll say DH because that's the baseball term. Charlotte Horak.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, sure. We'll say that. She's batting 234,
She's showing
47 at bats, 13 hits, and 11 RBIs. She's having a solid season. We saw her playing first for the just coming back from injury, Ali Ionati. Did I say it wrong again? Ionati.
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 You
Okay.
got it.
Got it. And just give our audience a little reminder. This is my 4th game, so I'm a little trivial. I'm a beginner, still a beginner. I'm fostering the talent. That's high.
Oh, look at Liv, not even worried about the catcher. She took a quick minute to get back.
Now, if we have a little flashback to the SRA game, she actually scored the first run for the Wizards as she made her way around. I think she had a hit. No, she got walked. If I remember correctly, she got walked and made it all the way around. She stole off a wild, and then Carcetti was the batter up, and she hit a homer. Yeah, she did steal home. Yep. 1-2 delivery. It's high.
I can't even see the umpire to even tell you the count.
It's 2-2. There's a scoreboard right in front of us.
Oh.
Yeah, we forgot that was working.
Yeah, I'm so used to not even having that.
Now Charlotte is tied in this at bat, you could say. And
Oh,
she's
nice hit.
Nice hit. Make the play. Liv Zadik's going to slide back to first. Good contact from Ms. Horak. Coming up to bat now is the star-studded Adriana Carcetti. She's having a monster of a season for senior year. She's batting .650. And just for a reference, she's 7th in the state in batting average. She's actually ahead of the LaSalle superstar, if you want to say, Phoenix Silva. And she has 10 homers this season, 39 hits, 38 RBIs. Oh.
Ooh, little shove at first base.
I feel like Liv's playing mind games.
She's 100% playing mind games.
Shove that first baseman. You tell her that you want to get back to the bag. She's playing the baseline. They could have 100%. Liv could have taken off and got the save call 100% because she's just.
Oh, nice hit.
Is that going to get over? And that's
Hit the
going to
back fence.
is
Go,
that-
go, go. Oh, if Liv was running, easily could have been a
be. Carcetti was jogging. She thought it was gone. I thought it was gone too.
hit the back fence, just
Yeah,
shy.
literally just shy. I think she would have been like, what, 219? 220 is literally the top of the fence. Coming up to bat now is batting cleanup catcher, number 10, senior Maddie Walsh. She's having a pretty solid season. She had some good at-bats against SRA. I mean, again, she's batting 291, 55 at-bats, 9 hits. 9 runs, 16 hits, 19 RBIs.
With 1 out, the Wizards have 2 in scoring position. Nice hit.
What
That
a missile
should
from
be
Maddie
2 for the
Walsh. That's going to
Wizards.
score 2. Garcetti's going to jog home.
2 for the Wizards off a beautiful hit
2
from Maddie Walsh.
Coming up to bat now is, oh, what's going on? Well, a little confused what's going on there.
Substitute. They're going to substitute in Alexa Foley.
Yep,
for
get that
Walsh.
catcher back in.
Alexa is fast on the base path.
She's also got incredibly good IQ, and like Liv, she loves to play mind games.
Gallo
Great.
takes one right down the middle.
And Grace's father is one of the coaches. She's one of the most disciplined athletes on this team. Knows what she wants. She takes it. You can see there she's going to get solid contact. I mean, down 0-2, 1 out. What do you think is going to be in the mind of Mrs. Rainey? I mean, we have the sister-to-sister connection over here, but they're down 0-2. 1 out. You know, you just had a missile get hit into the right field and have a single 2 RBI. And Grace is going to make
Fly
the
out.
second out. Good contact. They are on top of this ball. Coming up to bat now is the She Flash, number 8, Sarah Pyan. That's her name now.
Unofficial name.
Unofficial name. She is probably one of the best defensive outfielders I've seen in a long time. She really tracks the ball well. Good IQ, knows where she needs to go.
2 outs.
That's high. Like I said, Alexa's playing mind games. She's making, the more you make that catcher look, the more often you're going to be able to make them make a mistake defensively.
See, the problem with the pitcher right now is every batter she's seen, the first pitch is always high. Really high, right over
And
their
they're
head.
going to try to frame it. It's going to be 2-0 down in the count. Coach Brian Palazzo's cheering on the She Flash. I'm going to have to ask her if she likes that name. She's probably going to say no. I would say no. Ms. Pyan's down 2-1 in the count. She's seen a couple of pitches that could have been some solid hits. Seems like Mary likes to throw a lot of. Now I'm kind of surprised that she isn't called for a violation, because she's had a couple of pitches where her foot's just over the chalk.
Yeah.
Because the whole cleat, the whole front of that your releasing cleat has to be by the line. See there, she's gonna, and they're gonna get out of the inning. She's gonna close it out. I mean, Carcetti had her double, Liv Zadick had the walk, and Maddie Walsh scored 2. And I'm pretty sure going to be going to commercial break. Yep, we got the thumbs up for the producer. This is Mike Dennis, Logan Randall from the senior softball field, and we will be back. This is Mike Dennis joining you from the West Warwick Softball Senior Field. And we're back in the action here. Bryce has already pitched the first ball to Kaylin Abishon, which is the first baseman, if I'm not mistaken. She's going to foul one off.
1-1 the count now.
1-1, yep. I can start collecting my train of thought a little better.
Oh, I just stepped in a giant hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Be careful for that.
Now, mind you, if a foul ball comes our way, we are cooked.
Oh,
Bryce gonna
just gets
throw
the
us.
inside.
Yep. Again, she's playing to the advantages here. I mean, when you have a bunch of girls on one team, not a lot of these girls, I'm pretty sure, play AU. Most of them have the similar batting styles. It's just more power, less power.
Oh.
And that's going to be 3. Abishon's going to get out. She doesn't like the call.
Bryce is loving that the inside wall on that strike zone.
And you got to love how Gallo, Ionati, Liv Zadick, and Carcetti come in and give her a little handshake and then go back to their positions.
First pitch to Evelyn Schmidt is just fouled.
And she is a freshman. They got a kind of young roster here. Couple, obviously the pitcher's a senior, a couple of freshmen, sophomores, kind of a mix of the bunch. Compared to us is that we have a lot of experience. On this field right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors, and then, or it'd be 5 seniors. Because Grace is a sophomore, Bryce is a sophomore. Sophia Musciano is a freshman. So 5, yep. A lot of experience in the infield. These girls have played 4 years of softball together, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them have played with Mr. Gallo as he coached all of them younger. And it's going to be hacked into the Little League field to our right. Got a little practice going on.
She's
It's
battling.
1-2, 1 out. Top of the second. Prince View the delivery. Gonna be foul off again. Right back pretty much to the same spot in the Little League field next to us.
She is battling.
Having some nice weather out here at in West Warwick at River Point Park. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's been nice
It
out
was
all
hot
day.
when we first got here. I was sweating. Be a low pitch, 2-2, 1 out. Bryce is working these batters. She's taking advantages where she sees them. Again, when you have a lot of girls that don't play the AU or don't play a lot of competitive, or maybe get into the clinics,
Strike 3 swinging.
they're going to have a lot of the similar batting style, which is something that she's clearly taking advantage of. 2 outs. How many strikeouts is that for her? Do you have an unofficial count? Coming up to bat now, I can't see it through her hair, is number 6.
We could have you run down to the dugout and ask him how many strikeouts, if you're willing.
Third out, caught by Ali Ionati. Little pop fly up to the first base side.
And that's going to retire the side. And by the way, that was
Tatum Brennan.
Tatum Brennan. Yep.
It's a cool name.
Okay, so I will, for future notice, just keep them and I'll keep ours. Because I think that's just the sheet of all their stats. So that, and I'll keep you to this. And we're going to take another commercial break as we go to the bottom of the second where the Wizards will come back to bat. I'm Mike Dennis and Logan Randall joining you with the media broadcast and journalism production of Wizards Softball. And we are back at Wizards Senior Softball Field for the media broadcast and journal and production of Wizards Softball. I'm Mike Dennis, Logan Randall.
Leading off for the Wizards, it's Ali Ayanati. She's going to hate us. We keep butchering her name.
We won't call her up. I told, when I was talking to Coach Brian Palazzo, I told him send up the 2 or 3 you want. Remember the last time that we were here, she hit a walk-off, and you were the one that screamed. I screamed her name wrong. Like, it was great. It was the best moment of my life. First time, said her name wrong. She came up and was like, it's actually Ayanati. I was like,
2-1 the count now.
now, do you think that she has kind of a little bit of discouragement from that bottom of the first where we're putting up those 2 runs?
Definitely in her head.
Definitely.
You can see it in the way she's pitching. Definitely slowed down the ball a little bit.
2-1 delivery. It's going to drop. Is she going to stay? Nope.
Ah.
And
Just beat her by like a step or so.
coming up to bat now is sophomore pitcher number 3, Bryce Principe. She's having an okay batting season. She's not, I wouldn't consider her a two-way, but she definitely knows in a situation if she needs to get on base, she'll do it. And like I said, like her fellow sophomore who's on the starting lineup, Grace Gallo, they are disciplined and soldiers. They will do what the team needs to get done to win. Bryce is going to take ball 1. She's going to call time, and she's going to take off. She like the Tom Brady play calling. Might be like for defensive adjustments or pitches.
Oh,
Gonna be the 1-1 pitch.
nice pitch. One out for Bryce Principe.
1-1 pitch. She's gonna take a good hack at it. She has no worry on her face at all. She looks a little agitated, but she has no worry. She's pitching a great game on the other side of the ball.
2-2 now.
And on deck is senior number 4, Christina Sarlo. Comes the 2-2 delivery. Just a good
just
hack at it.
foul.
1 out.
You can tell just by the facial expression she's aggravated.
Kind of feels like the thing I noticed last game is she's kind of 2 different kind of people on offense and defense. If things aren't going her way on offense, she's not afraid to make a motion. 2-2 pitch. It's going to be low. Good high.
Full count now with 1 out.
She's got to make a decision here. Do you try to think that she's going to throw a ball? Do you try to stay in the count? Try to fight?
Oh, and he walks her. That's a questionable pitch. That looked like it was down the middle.
Coming up to bat now is Christina Sarlo. She's having a pretty solid season on the bat, pretty solid season fielding. And she's going to draw something in the dirt. I have no idea what she just drew. Maybe we'll ask her post-game. We'll bring her up just to ask her what she drew. And the 0-0 delivery. Strike 1. And if you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the second. The Wizards are up 2-0 on a Carcetti double, and Carcetti and Zadick score off a Mighty Walsh single 2 RBI. It is a 1-out game, and we are near the bottom of the Wizards' order.
Nice catch. Holy. Second baseman just reached for it. Wasn't even under it.
Coming up to bat now is number 11, senior Liv Zadick. She's having a pretty solid season. I mean, she just scored, and she's playing mind games with this catcher. If she does manage to get on base here, we will probably see more of that where she's taking that lit lag of a lead on first, and she's waiting.
2 outs. Zadick takes strike 1 looking.
She wanted to go. You can tell that she had the torque in her hips, and she was just ready to swing.
Strike 2.
She wanted to swing at that too. She's down in the count 0-2, 2 outs. Bryce Principe's on first. And Bryce is going to steal second. She's going to get there just in. As we can see, Barbara had a very hard time trying to block that ball from getting behind her, and she just didn't get a good lick of it off the plate. Zadick is down in the count 1-2, 2 outs. Bryce Principe moved to second off a steal, off a wild pitch, and that's going to be high.
A lot of 2s on the scoreboard right now.
Yep, 2 runs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and we're in the second inning. Rainey with the delivery.
Oh,
Solid.
nice hit.
It's gonna get
Oh, and
right
it gets
through the
through.
gap. And Principe's
Bryce
gonna
is coming
score,
home
and they're not going to get it.
easily.
A little bit of miscommunication from the Portsmouth Patriots.
Principe scores from second, making it the Wizards 3-0.
Coming up to bat now is DH number 24, sophomore Charlotte Horick.
That was a nice hit, right up the middle.
She got in decent contact her first time around, and it's just plain solid, right down the middle.
0-1 now to Horek with 2 outs.
And she's gonna get the sign from her coach Brian Palazzo. We don't know what it means. It's not gonna be bunt. I don't think it's bunt. Solid contact, good play.
Right to the second baseman.
That was a good play by her. And we are going to go to the intermission of the top of the third. The Wizards are going to take the field. They scored off from Principe getting the, walk, right? She got walked. She got walked, made the steal to second off a wild pitch from Mrs. Rainey. And then Liv Zadick hit a single into the gap and scored her RBI. And as we get back, when we get back to the Wizards hitting, it'll be Carcetti leading off. Back with the Wizards production, the media broadcasting journalism pathway at Rice Park High School's production of softball for the Wizards, the Lady Wizards, at the senior softball field. I'm Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, and we're back into the action like always. 1-1 is the count, and batting is Kylie Boa. Yeah. Yep. She's a freshman outfielder. I'm pretty sure she's the. Oh no, she's the DH. She's actually the DH. So she's batting last as the DH.
Oh.
So it might be some kind of strategy behind there. Let's see how she's batting.
2-1 the count. Principe delivers.
She's batting 3-3-3, the lucky number. 33 at bats.
Oh, just misses.
She scored 8 runs, 11 hits, 7 RBIs. She's having a solid season. 3-3-3. Flat.
3-1 the count.
Delivery.
Oh, walked her.
That was an interesting call.
Back-to-back interesting calls.
Coming up to bat now is number 11, sophomore Lily Morgado. And she is playing the center field position. And we're back to the top of the order for the Portsmouth Patriots. Principe with the 0-0 delivery. Right down the middle. Oh, that's a ball.
Yeah, he
All
called
right, I
it
got to get a
ball.
better eye, huh? Maybe this is why I wasn't good at baseball.
Oh, wicked early. 1-1 the count on an early swing from Lily.
I think everybody besides the two sisters have looked a little scared in that. And dead ball. I think it's going to hit off her chin. It's going to be a 1-2 count. 0 outs. Runner on first.
I mean,
Top of the third.
they do have a reason to be nervous. Bryce is honestly a very good pitcher, throwing very fast balls. Just a little low.
Now, when we did the interview with her, and I said that I thought that Mrs. Souza was one of the best pitchers in D2, she kind of looked angry at me. But obviously, you know, that's what the assumption is for the people.
Oh, another early swing. And
that's
that'll
gonna
retire Miss Lily Morgado.
Coming up to bat now is Emily Bronson. She's the lefty. She a wild lefty? And she's the first baseman. And the 0-0 delivery. She shows bunt. She pulls back. It's going to be ball one. You can see Allie playing up, Adriana playing up. They're just in front of. And she's gonna take a hack. She's not gonna bunt. 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the third. And Bryce is at what, 6 Ks?
6 or 7.
No, because Brian.
Oh, nice
Coach
play.
Brian Palazzo.
Nice hit right into center field. And the runners will stay 1 with a runner at first and second.
Now this is I was doing my research on this team. This is where Miss Rainey shines the best, getting runs to score. Now again, if she does hit a homer here, which I don't think would be happening, she would make it a 3-3 ball game. And I'm pretty sure her first time out, she striked out. We gotta start tracking this stuff. Like John Parenti was like on his stuff. He had the sheet. It's kind of hard when you're
That's because he's a legend. You don't ever want to beat the legends.
She takes a good solid hack at it. Looks a little high. It's going to be a 0-1, 1 out, top of the third. We got runners on second and first in prime scoring position and behind the best bat on the team.
A little pop fly. Looks like Gallo's going to squeeze it, and she does. Runner tags up, going to third, and the runner from first going to second, sliding, and she is safe.
Are they going to call? Okay, so she wasn't safe. So that was a sac fly. Now, it did look that Grace bobbled the ball a little bit, but that might have been on the transfer. It's 2 outs. Runners on the second and third base path. And coming up to bat now is cleanup. Number 21, Kaylin Mia Ruggieri. Sorry. Ruggieri. You know what? At this point, I'm going to start making, like, you know, on Facebook profiles. Mr. White would know this because he's a little old. They have the pronunciations for people's names.
Ruggieri takes strike 1, swinging.
I'm just going to call her Mia. Your name is Mia from now on. You are synonymously named Mia. It's like you call LeBron, you don't call him LeBron James.
Just a little down and outside. 1-1 the count with 2 outs for Bryce Principe. Well, if you're the Wizards, you have to have lock-in defense right here.
Get the ball to first. That's all you got to do.
Another pitch down. 2-1 the count with 2 outs.
Bryce is going to take off her fielding mask. Is it time to put it down? Nope, she's going to put it back on. Now, something I do notice when you watch high school softball and softball in general, when they take that mask off, they're either incredibly in the zone where they're confident they're just going to strike every batter out, or they're trying to just get back. That's a little bit of a debatable call. Obviously, we have the side-eye view. We don't have the behind view like we do at baseball where we can see where the ball is coming in. Princeby takes a sign, 3-1 delivery. And it's gonna
Oh,
be a
nice
grounder.
stop.
What a play by
Throw it
Bryce
to
Princeby.
first.
And that's going to retire the side for the Portsmouth Patriots. They're not going to score a run, and like I said, Bryce is a defensive and offensive soldier. She's going to do what she needs to do for the team to win. And looking over to my producer, we're going to take a break. This is Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, Media, Broadcasting, and Journalism Pathway at Westward High School, and Westward High School TV's production of Wizards Softball. And we're back. Mike Dennis and Logan Randall here with you with the Media Broadcasting Journalism Pathways production of Wizards Softball. And I nailed it. Mr. White is relieved. Fourth game, I finally got it. We're getting names down. Allie's not going to hit me with a softball bat. No, I'm just kidding.
Leading off for the Wizards is number 13, Adriana Carcetti. Powerful hitter. As she takes ball 1 with
Now,
no outs.
I think there she was trying to throw it off speed just to offset Miss Carcetti. But Carcetti stays fearless in that bag, in that box, in that chalk. 1-0 delivery to Carcetti. And she's going to get a little popper up just behind shortstop. That's going to be a fly out. And coming up to bat now, cleanup, is number 10, senior catcher, Maddie Walsh. See, I don't know if I'm familiar enough to call these girls by what their nicknames are. Do I say Madison or do I say Maddie? What do you think?
I go with Maddie. A lot of people know her as Maddie.
Yeah. Oh, delivery. Right down the middle. Now, the last time she was up, she pretty much cleaned up the bases. I mean, she got a very solid contact and scored those 2 runs at the bottom of the first. And then, obviously, they scored at the bottom of the second. 0-1 delivery.
Good inside.
Very low near the lower ligaments.
One and one
1-1.
to count. Now it's 2-1 with a ball just a little bit high. 1 out for Maddie Walsh.
1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Delivery here. Outside. That one I can clearly see is outside. That was like the right chalk of the batter's box.
I don't know who the scoreboard guy is, but I think he's a little behind.
Nah. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
so,
behind
so
by the
that
ball.
was the 3-1. No, we're behind. I think we're relying too much on him. And coming up to bat now is sophomore, number 7, Grace Gallo.
Pinch runner again for Maddie Walsh is Alexa Foley.
Yep. You always got to get that catcher back on the dugout. Let her speak to Bryce when they come back up negatively to get on defense.
That gear is a pain in the butt to put on.
Yeah, I can attest to that. And it's not cheap either. It's one of the most expensive parts of baseball is playing as a catcher. It is $300 gear. I don't know specifically what her, set of gear would cost, but
Alexa bolts for second off of a wild pitch. She's going to be safe, no throw down.
her and Miss Pyan are like the she flash and the reverse flash, I guess you could say. She kind of looked like she wasn't even running. She was just jogging, getting to the base.
Strike one right down the middle. 2-1 now for Grace Gallo with 1 out. Wizards up 3-0 against the Patriots.
And that's not to be confused with the New England Patriots. They're the Portsmouth Patriots. Remember a couple years back, my mom used to drive for the bus department. She knows a couple of people, Mr. Gallo, Mr. White. I went to the Portsmouth facility, I guess you could say. It's a nice gym. I mean, back then they actually have a gym, concession stand inside of the gym, and it's a very big gym. We went there for the States for cheerleading. That's back when the Wizards started their little superstar run for cheerleading, where they've won like 5 or 6 of those titles in a row. The game days, the States and New England's. Coming up to bat now is the She Flash, number 8, Sarah Pyan, center fielder, junior. Are they going to play bunt? Kind of looks like that's what they're playing. You can see the third. And looking over to my left, Brian Palazzo is going to give her the sign. Is that the bunt sign? Are they going to scream bunt like they did at SRA?
2 runners at first and second. Pitch. Ball 2 to Sarah.
I think the one thing that I like about college is that Alexa right now would be reading the signs of the catcher. Because you can see, when you do your sign stand, it's supposed to use your glove to block the signal from the second baseman, which she isn't. She's kind of just like buckling her knees together. But I guess I'm a bigger kid than she is. And there's runners at first, second, and it's going to be ball 4, bases loaded. Coming up his alley. Are we going to see a GS? Little Grand Salami? Grand Chowder? We're going to have a mound visit. The sisters are going to talk.
I think it's the first mound visit I've seen all season.
This is a self-acquitted mound visit. This isn't the coach coming out and being like, I'm taking the ball from you, you're going out. This is the sisters talking. This is a situation where the Wizards got to do some damage. Ali has that go-go juice power. Will we see a little Grand Chowder? We have the bases loaded. Number 16, Ellie. Ali Ionati is up.
Way to get it right.
Yep.
Take strike one. Throw down to third, hits the bag, but Alexa Foley stays.
I kind of thought I drilled her in the foot. She's so nonchalant. She was just like, whatever.
Bases loaded for Ali Ionati.
1 out.
0-1 count.
Is this a sack fly situation? She can get out.
Right to the first baseman, a little pop-up. Sarah gets back before the first baseman tags her.
And she's going to take off the Brady cuff of her play calling.
2 outs now for Bryce Principe. Bases loaded as she walks up.
Are we going to see a little Grand Chowder from Bryce? Her first high school home run? Nope. It's going to be low. Remember, you got to get Bryce out here. You got to get her to either swing on something she doesn't like or you got to get her uncomfortable. And like I stated earlier, her, Grace, and a couple other girls on the team are very disciplined. And
right through.
Right through. That's going to be
a couple runs.
And the error by the second baseman is going to score 2. Good hit by Bryce. Get her right through the gap.
2 runs added on for the Wizards as Christina Sarlo steps up with 2 outs and a runner on second and third.
2 outs. Christina can get these 2 runs in. Ooh, that looks like a hitter. She stands, as you can see, Barbara moved up a little bit and she's going to move back.
First pitch was a little low for a ball.
I gotta start picking up on some of these signs. If you can, if I've noticed as when some of these batters come up, they have a couple.
Ooh, just
sign,
a bit inside.
They have a sign like they kind of like they knock the boots with the bat and kind of confirm the sign with the coach. And as I yap a lot, it is 2-0, 2 outs, 5-0. This is the bottom of the third. Some serious damage to be done here. Christina Sarlo, high. If they walk her, we get to what? Zadek, right?
Yep.
We would rotate back to the start. 3-0. This is the infamous do not swing.
Never swing on 3-0. Ooh. Takes a strike down the middle. Counts 3-1 with 2 outs. Runner on second and third for Sarlo.
I think that her coach told her to go back in the box because she's throwing a lot of balls. Now you can see she's starting to catch up.
Full count now.
As long as Miss Sarlo doesn't get her foot over that line, you can see there she's trying to dig her cleats at the very back of the box.
Oh.
That's going to be strike 3. Sarlo doesn't like that call. She's going to walk back to the dugout. The Wizards did some serious damage, getting 2 runs into the bottom of that third inning, and they're going to come back up to field the top of the 4th. Now, and as my producer just told me, Mr. Eric White, he says we're going to go back to another commercial break. It's really going to start being like NBC. They're going to have a commercial every 5 minutes. Anyways, this is Mike Dennis and Logan Randall with the Wizards production of Softball for the Media, Broadcasting, and Journalism Pathway. And we are back here at the Wizards Senior Softball Field. Mike Dennis and Logan Randall with the Media, Broadcasting, and Journalism Pathway production of Wizards Softball. And as we come to the top of the 4th here, up to bat is Mary Rainey. She's had a couple of rough defensive innings.
Ooh.
That was a good pitch.
0-2. That second strike looked a bit inside.
And the head coach from third base is kind of like telling her, oh, that's low, clearly. Bryce having fun out there. You can see she's very determined to get through this game. Miss Princeby with the pitch. It's going to be outside. 2-2 is the count, top of the 4th. Mary Rainey up to bat, 0 outs.
2-2 the count. Foul
She has
ball.
solid contact on the ball. And as I look over to my right, it looks like we have a little mound warm-up for... Can you check who number 21 is? Because obviously she...
Ruggieri.
So yeah, because she has some... I think she has more innings than
Oh,
Mary
Bryce
does.
gets the K on Rainey.
She's got to be at 8 or 9. Having a superstar of a game. It's a shame that my boy Eric Rube isn't here to see this masterpiece of softball.
I don't think he likes West Warwick.
He went to the game that they played, that Bert had started one of those games. And as I check, yeah, Ruggieri has 60 innings pitched.
Ruggieri.
Ruggieri.
Not Ruggieri.
She has a 2.55 ERA and 5 wins and 2 losses. Now let's get back to the Wizards' defense. 1-0 in
1-0.
the count.
Oh, look at us in sync. Number 18, Kaylin Abushan.
Abushan, yep. These Portsmouth batters have had decent contact. They've had situations they can score, but as we can see, last inning, Bryce had an amazing save him and out to get her team out of that inning.
2-1 the count with 1 out. Wizards on top 5-0 here in the top of the 4th.
And just to clarify, if we go to the bottom of the 4th and they get 5 runs, the game is over. And Bryce, I'm pretty sure, is at.
I think it's a 5 inning.
Yeah, but it would be the half of the 4th. It would be so if they. No, it's 4.5.
Is it?
So they would get this. This would be a chance for them to put runs up, and then they'd go to the bottom of the 4th. And if they get 5, they win.
2-2 the count now.
I'm pretty sure that's what the rules say. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So then maybe they would just have to play their half of the defensive. I don't know.
Short grounder to shortstop.
And it's going to be an
Tough
error by
bounce.
Liv Zadic.
Zoom in a little bit when you like that. That's it.
And coming up to bat now is Sleeves, a.k.a. number 28, Evelyn Schmidt. A lot of freshmen. So you got to wonder, are their upperclassmen not as good as the freshmen, or are some of the upperclassmen in trouble? We don't know. That's a conversation that I don't want to have the coach, because it's an awkward one.
Gets
And
through to shallow left field. Runners stay at first and second as Sophia Musciano? Yeah,
Musciano makes the
Musciano.
stop, yep. It cleared right through Carcetti and Zadic's gap on that third shortstop.
Beautiful hit.
Are they trying to figure it out? We're about to see. She got to braid her hair so I can see her number.
Number 6.
Yeah, it's number 6. It's,
Tatum Brennan.
Yep. She's another very young. Looking on this entire roster, there's, one senior? That's just Rainey? Yeah, 1 senior. Couple of juniors, couple of sophomores, couple of freshmen, 1 senior.
1-1 the count with 1 out. Runners on first and second for Brennan.
Now, the question is, if when they get to the defensive, are they going to pull the pitcher?
Short little grounder.
And they're
Gets
going to
the
get the
lead
force
runner.
out. Get the lead out at third base. Good play by Principe to Carcetti. And it is 2 outs, top of the 4th. Runners on first and second. Coming up to bat now is number 15.
Kylie Boa?
It's Bo. I think it's
Bo.
Boa.
Boa? Bo. We'll go with Bo. 2 outs. First pitch to Bo is a strike swinging.
Solid hack at the ball. We are very non-biased here. Slightly non-biased. We do like to credit, just like the freshman that SRA had at the bottom of their order, where she tried to thug it out, and where she's batting 9th.
Strike 2 swinging to Bo.
This is going to be Principe's 11th of the game. Pretty sure she's at 10 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Again, 2 outs with runners on first and second to Bo.
I wonder what.
Strike 3 swinging.
And that's going to retire the side. Bryce Principe's having a masterful game. I think she's at 11, 10, 11. I'll have to get a little check. We are not taking good track of it. And we're going to go to a short break here for the intermission of the bottom of the 4th. Mike Dennis, Logan Randall with the Media Broadcasting and Journalism's Pathways production of Wizards Softball. And it is Mike Dennis back to you again with Logan Randall, who is my silent partner. I feel like sometimes he doesn't want to speak. We are back with the media broadcast and journalism production of Wizards softball. And it
Why,
is a pathway.
why speak when you can watch, you know?
We get the best seats in the house.
Yeah.
We can get smacked in the face by a
Oh,
foul
there
ball.
are bees all over me right now.
We have a little occupational hazard here. I'm going to have to call my union director and get Mr. White to pay us some money.
Raid. Get some raid.
Get some raises. It's almost time for the union allocated take us out to the ball game. Stay still.
I hate
Logan's
bees.
scared.
I hate bees.
He's going to scream.
No, I wouldn't do that to the viewers. They don't want to hear that. Oh, he's going to land right on my paper.
Just let him do what he's got to do. And he's gone. Nope.
Nah, he's still there.
And leading off for the Wizards is number 11, Liv Zadek. I'm backed up a little bit because I don't want to get stung. And the first pitch from Rainey is going to be in the dirt on the left side of the plate, which is where Liv is stationed at, as she's a right-handed batter. Oh, please don't sting me.
He's like all over us.
Are you gone?
Nope.
Nope, you're back.
No, we made friends with a bee.
1-1 is the count. It's going to be a strike. Solid pitch from Rainey.
I think we're good now. I think he's gone. You watch, he'll be right in front of my face. Yeah, no, he's over there. We're
We
good.
took our union allocated B break, and we are back here.
1-2 the count to Zadek.
Zadek?
I don't know. The bee got me all messed up. Oh, nice catch by the right fielder.
She's going to do a little celebration. That's number 3, Toner, and she is the 10th, which means she does not bat. She literally is just out there to play some defense.
Oh, then I wrote
Coming up to bat now is number 20. No, coming up to bat now is number 24, Charlotte Work, sophomore. That's going to be high. My question is, what is the strike zone determinable? Because it looks like sometimes they're just coming right up the shoulder blades. Because, you know, obviously when you bat, you hunch down.
Ooh. Thought it was a ball. Mr. White's yelling back there.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on base. Hork to bat. 1-1 delivery to Hork. Solid
Nice little
hit,
grounder.
and it's going to be a routine play for the second baseman. She's not going to make the same error.
2 outs now for Carcetti. Carcetti loves these situations. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Nice little solo home run.
Now the question is, you know, for the third AB, is she figured out that timing? She had that double, and then she had the fly out. Is she figured out the timing?
Looks very comfortable in the box. Takes time.
She's trying to kind of figure out if she's going to throw that off speed again, because you notice the first pitch she gave her that second at bat.
Ooh, she's swinging for the fences.
She's got some grit in her teeth, and
Oh, and won the count with 2 outs. Wizards still on top, 5-0 against the Patriots.
and that's going to be dotted.
Foul ball.
I thought that was about a knockout fair.
0-2 now to Carcetti. Steps back in the box. Very up close in the box. Again, 0-2.
And she's going to golf swing at it. Right, Rainey's going to make a routine play. So they're going to 1-2-3 the Wizards. They're still down 5 going into the top of the 5th. And they got to put some runs up, because if the Wizards come out in the bottom of the 5th and put up those 5 magical runs, they will win this game by a mercy. And as we get to the midway section between the bottom of the 4th and the top of the 5th, we're going to take a short commercial intermission break. At Mike Dennis, Logan Randall with the production by the Media, Broadcasting, and Journalism Pathway Wizard softball. We'll see you in soon. This is Mike Dennis. Oh. This is Mike Dennis. We had a little bit of an early start there. I tried to start the quote in Logan Rand. We are back with the media broadcast and journalism pathway production of Wizards softball.
Lily Morgado up to the dish, 2-1.
As we get to the top of the fifth, no outs, 2-1 count, and the Wizards are up 5-0 after three straight dominant innings where they've scored at least a run. And the 1-2-3 last half of the inning. Defensively, they've been amazing. They've only made, one error?
I think so.
Principe with the 2-2. It's going to be low. And 3-2 the count. Delivery.
Oh, nice hit.
Solid hit.
It's going to be a base hit.
Solid.
Runner stops at 1. Nice little shallow hit into shallow right.
Coming up to bat now is the hefty the lefty. Number 4, Emily Bronson. I'm thinking, like, when I imagine her last name, I think of Jalen Brunson, and that's how I'm saying it.
Couldn't even tell you who that is.
Oh, well.
Take strike 1.
Logan doesn't know ball.
Don't know who
Just
Charles
for
Bronson
reference,
is either.
If you're not a basketball fan, Jalen Brunson is the New York Knicks point guard. His dad, Rick Brunson, played professional as well.
Oh, is that the guy with dreadlocks?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
The guy who has like the kiss. The three
Yeah,
kiss,
yeah.
1-1, 0 outs. Runner on first. 1-1 delivery.
Ooh, nice swing. 1 and 2 though, as she misses.
Emily's staying pretty strong in that bat, and on deck is the supposed superstar. We haven't seen it yet, of Mrs. Rainey, the younger half of the Rainey, Barbara.
Two and 2 now. The
Delivery.
pitch,
Low.
just a little low. Full count. For Principe?
Grace is determined to get that 12th or 13th strikeout. She has to be. I know she's over 10. I think she's 11. 3-2 delivery.
Oh,
4.
just a bit outside.
So we got a runner on first and second, 0 outs. This is a situation for Barbara to prove that that 580 batting average isn't because she plays against bum teams. I don't think they've played us this year. I don't think we have. I think we played most of the other people in the playoffs. I don't know if we've played the Patriots.
Barbara calls time to fix her box.
Like I said, she has the Alex Verdugo gear on. She want to take that golf swing hack. Like I said earlier when I went over the stats, she has 10 homers, so she has that power. Obviously, we don't know if those are because she has a short field. And
Nice
she's
high
gonna
fly
show it
ball.
off.
Oh, nice
Good
catch
play
by
by
Sarlo.
Sarlo.
Runner tags up from second, headed to third, and she'll be safe.
Gallo's gonna play the cutoff man, get the ball back to Principe. Allie's coming in just to give a little bit of reinsurance Number 21, Mia. I'm just going to say Mia. Not even going to attempt it.
Ruggieri.
Ruggieri. Maybe we'll do a little 1-2. I'll say Mia, you say her last name.
One runner in scoring position for the Patriots with a runner at first and third.
Maddie's controlling the pace of this game pretty well. She's popping up quick. This is the situation where you get into the, two-legged stance and you sit.
Foul ball to
Is it
Ruggieri.
going to hit a little kid in the head? No.
Not today.
We got a little league game. I remember when I used to play for Cal Ripken Junior League when I was a kid. And I was taller than all my coaches, by the way.
0-2 now. Runner steals second. Throw is not in time. Two runners now in scoring position for the Patriots with a runner on second and third with one out.
Kind of feel like they perfectly timed Bryce's pitching release there.
1-2 now to Ruggieri.
We both said at the same time.
Oh, nice stop by Iannotti, but
score a run.
run does come across.
That's going to be fine. You guys got the out. Now it's a 2-out situation. You make the play. It's going to get out the inning. It's going to be 5-1 now. They've got to run up through 5. So the Wizards will have to score 6 in the bottom of the 5th to mercy rule. Principe, 0-0 delivery. She's up in the count 0-1 off a solid fastball. I'm going to have to start learning softball pitches. Probably I'll ask her if she gets sent up by Coach Brian Palazzo. A little low.
1-1 the count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position on third.
And you can see she's definitely working into the weaknesses of this Portsmouth Patriots.
2-1 as that ball just misses
And
right
for
outside.
clarification, this is number 7, senior, the only senior, the lone senior, Mary Rainey.
3-1. Ball a little high.
This is not a situation to walk. I think Bryce has got to get out of this, try to get a pop-up and let the people behind her make a play. And that's exactly what I said. Sala makes a play. Good play,
3
Sala.
outs now. We're going to step aside as the Wizards are up 5-1 against the Patriots. For the Media and Broadcasting Pathway, I'm Logan Randall with Mike Dennis.
And as we are back, after our taking a step aside, we're back here at the Wizards softball senior field, and I'm joined by Logan Randall with the Wizards production of softball. I didn't say the pathway. I forgot. It's okay. We all make mistakes. And up to bat, who is batting cleanup, is Maddie Walsh, catcher senior, number 10. She had that beautiful rocket in the bottom of the first to score those 2 runs.
First pitch is low to Maddie. 1-0 the count.
Now you got to think, as the Patriots coaches, are you going to pull her soon? She's having a couple of rough innings. And shaking off a bunch of signs. I think she just shaked off like 6 of her signs. And that's going to be a little chopper down the third base foul line on Miss Walsh.
Looks like the two sisters are not agreeing right now.
This is not the situation you want to be in for the Patriots, where you have sisters fighting. Obviously, a year apart. And I think
Nice
that's gonna
base hit.
drop. Nice base hit by Walsh. Is that going to be
Goes
extra?
2 as it gets past the right fielder. Stand-up double for Maddie Walsh.
And it looks like, are they going to pinch run Miss Foley, or are they going to keep her on second?
Foley is coming in for Walsh.
Walsh has been, I think Walsh is 3 for 3 today, right? Or she got a walk. I think she's 2 for 3. We're going to start tracking this stuff. We will be tracking this stuff next time. We won't make the same mistake. Batting now is number 7. Sophomore Grace Gallo. And as the exec producers hand me a piece of paper to give people a little credit, I want to give credit to our camera people, Adam Gagnon and Deja Mortosh, and our producer and director, Eric White. He always feels excited when someone says his name. He feels credited for the hard work he did to get this program up and running. A little credit.
1-1 to Gallo.
As we are not a private school like an SRA or Hendricken or LaSalle, we don't have that.
Why are you hating on private schools?
I got the Mr. Gallo mentality. There's another one hitting into the minor league. I think that's rookies. Yeah, that's rookies, definitely.
1-2 with no outs.
Foley on second, who's pinch running for Walsh.
Nice little popper.
Solid barrel. It's going to be an out. Coming up now is the She Flash, number 8, Sarah Pyan.
I think that's the fastest I've seen Coach Jackie move.
Wow, you're hating, man. Talking about me hating, you're
I'm
hating.
going to hear all about this tomorrow.
It's okay. And on deck is Ayanati.
Sarah takes ball 1, a little high. 1 out here in the
She gonna
bottom
do
of
the-
the 5th.
Is she going to do the Sarlo and sit in the direct back of the box? Yeah.
Nah, she's a little behind, but
Sarlo was like the back. She had her, literally her back cleat.
second ball to Sarah, really high.
Coach Plazo having a little pep talk with the batter on deck, Ayanati.
Another little pop-up, first base side.
They're gonna make an error.
Miscommunication.
Is that going to be fair? And Foley's going to take third.
They are going to count that as a fair ball.
Yeah, because I think
It bounced back into fair
bounced.
territory.
So where it would have dropped, it would have, and they would have hit it into that fair territory. Batting now is senior number 16, Ali Ayanati. Naughty.
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 Ayanati.
So I have a friend who's a sophomore. His last name is Ayaneti, so that's kind of where I get it from. But I will forever say now Ayanati.
1 out. First pitch to Ayanati is a strike.
Now this is
Oh,
a good
our B friend is back.
This is a good situation with runners on the corner with 1 out to get some runs up. Again, like I said, they put 6 up this inning, they win. It's game over. Portsmouth will take their very sorrow hour drive back to their high school to drop the girls off and have some Tuesday night dinner.
Wizards have 1 runner in scoring position with Alexa Foley on third and Sarah Pyan on first.
And just to clarify, if the Wizards win this game for the Rhode Island Scholastic League playoffs, they will go on to play a Tollgate or an East Greenwich, both teams that they've already beaten in the regular season play. Low.
Sarah takes second standing as the throw is not in time.
So Sarah's going to move up to second. We got runners on second and third. Two of the speediest girls on the team. And all I have to do is really punch a single here.
Punch a single, and Sarah can easily make it. 2-2 now to Ionati. As the second ball is just inside.
We're at the bottom of the fifth here. And as I'm going to reiterate again, 6 runs is the win. So right now they could get 2 with a single. Because I guarantee you Foley and Pine are going to both make it. And
Nice
she's going
pop
to rocket
fly.
one. And that's going to score
Foley tags up and is safe at home.
Good sack fly by Allie.
2 outs now for the Wizards as Bryce Principe steps up to the plate.
I will say again, she is a offensive defensive soldier, and she
Nice hit
rockets it.
right to the center fielder for the third
What a
out.
hit.
We are going to step aside again as the Wizards are on top now 6-1 going into the top of the 6th. For the Media and Broadcasting Journal, complete bunch of that. I'm Logan Randall, Mike Dennis.
Media, broadcasting, and journalism, pathway production of Wizards softball. And we're back. Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, here with you for the Media, Broadcasting, and Journalism Pathways production of Wizards softball, and I nailed it. Eric White looks incredibly pleased with me. And this is one of the first innings where we get out of commercial break. We're not in the middle of it at bat. We're at the very start. Bryce is going to chalk up her hands a little bit and get back into the circle against number 18, Kaylin Abushan. Yep. And Kaylin's going to foul it off just behind us. Bryce is having an incredible pitching game. I think she's close to 12 or 13 strikeouts. I'm sure if Coach Brian Plaza sends her up for an interview, we will have the exact number. And popped up, shallow right field. What a play by Sarlo.
Nice play.
These outfielders are really tracking down the balls. That is her 4th fly-out catch of the game.
Well, I prefer him a little closer, but
Coming up to bat now is Sleeves, a.k.a. number 28, Evelyn Schmidt. She related to the great Mike Schmidt, one of the best catchers in MLB history. Maybe. She doesn't play catcher, though. She's Principe's a delivery. It's going to fall a little low into the left batter's box. Again, this defense has been spectacular for the Wizards. They haven't really let up much. They really let up that 1 run off of just trying to make the play. And it's going to be another pop-up. Pine tracks it. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th.
2 up, 2 down.
Coming up to bat now is Tatum Brennan. Girls gotta start braiding their hair because sometimes I can't see their number on the back of their jersey. Her and Grace, they literally have their one numeral off of each other's number.
One 1-0. 2-0 now as that ball misses high. 2-0 with 2 outs to Tatum Brennan. Nice hit right to Zajdek.
And that's
3
going to be
outs.
3 outs. Quick up and down inning for the Wizards. And we're going to be going back to break. This is Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, here with you with my man in the chair, Eric White, with the Media Broadcast and Journalism Pathways production of Wizards Softball. We'll be back. And we're back. Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, here with you with the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway production of Wizards Softball. And we have a pitching change on the mound. Mia, 1-2 punch. Mia,
Oh, Ruggieri.
there you go. 1-2 punch. Let's get some stats on her. And they moved Miss Rainey to third base. I'm pretty sure that's her secondary position she plays. They gotta get a stop here and get some runs up.
Leading off is number
So
4,
Mia-
Christina Sarlo.
Mia has a 2.55 ERA. She's 5-2 on the season, with 84 strikeouts for 303 batters faced, and she's pitched just north of 60 innings. And there's a little bit of a away crowd encore for Mia.
First pitch to Sarlo is a strike. 0-1 now. No outs in the bottom of the 6th. Second pitch to Sarlo is a soft grounder right through the second baseman's glove.
It's going to be her second error of the game. And now we rotate back to the top of the iron sheet of the Wizards offense, which is Liv Zadek. She's had a pretty solid season, pretty solid game here. Speedy, and she also knows how to take advantage of the catcher. And if you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the 6th. It is a 6-1 Wizards lead, 0 outs. And we got 1 on first.
First strike to Zadek is a strike. Did I say strike twice?
Yes.
Yes, I did. First pitch, now that's the second pitch to Zadek, is a strike. Oh, and 2 the count with nobody out. Runners on first. Foul ball.
Looks like Liv's already adjusting to the new pitching change. She's got more of a kind of rustic windup, less quick with it, and she also has a bigger frame to divert some power into that pitch. But again, once this Wizard bat gets going, it gets going, regardless of what she's hitting.
0-2.
And bolted
Base
just
hit.
past the second baseman.
Runners
gonna
stop
throw it
at
in.
1. Runners now on first and second off of a Zadek base hit that just barely got by the second baseman.
Oh, man, I kind of wish it was a 6-0 game right now, because if Hort gets on base, Car City could have a walk-off grand slam. Little grand chowder. And coming up to bat now, like I just mentioned, is sophomore, number 24, Charlotte Hork. And they're going to bunt. Good
Nice
bunt.
bunt.
They're going to move the batters. That's fine.
2 runners now in scoring position for Adriana Carcetti.
Is this the situation where you try to go for the fences? Is this situation you play conservative and just try to get a base hit? What do you
Just
think?
try for a base hit.
You got the lead. You got one more solid inning of half inning of baseball of not baseball, softball left, and after that, it'd be game. Oh, delivery to Carcetti.
Takes the first pitch. Just a
way
little
that
high.
You can see she's kind of leaning into her windup and trying to time her. And
She's on it.
Foul off.
1-1 now the count as she foul tips it.
And the 1-0 to Carcetti, it's going to pop off.
What
Yeah, I
was
was
that?
about to say it was 2-1. Because she just...
What was that pitch? She was like bowling. Hit the dirt before it even hit the plate.
I mean, you got to think that her headspace isn't amazing right now. I mean, you're down 5 runs. You got one of the best batters in the state and in D2 on the opposite side of your plate, and you have to try to get her out. It's a 3-1 count, 1 out, runners on 2 and 3 off the sack bunt by Charlotte Hork, and
That's
she's
a
gonna
walk.
walk.
Walk, the bases loaded.
Now, Maddie excels in these situations as she's coming up to bat now, senior catcher, number 10. As we've seen, the bottom of the first, she rocketed a single to right field that scored the 2 runs. Is the strategy here to try to sack fly? She takes strike 1. And they're going to try to check Christina on third. And like I said earlier, we did have that pitching change, and the other Rainey is at third now.
1-1 now to Walsh as that ball is high.
Now, I'm almost certain, I don't know if you can, I don't think you are able to put your pitcher back in through so many innings, so she has to thug out the closer.
2-1 now. Ball is outside.
Maddie's having a decent game here. Like, she rocketed that single to score those 2 runs in the bottom of the first. And she's going to rocket another one
Base
right up the
hit.
middle.
Scored 2 runs.
Sarlo's going to come. Zadik is going to be safe.
Nice base hit for Walsh.
So the Wizards, if Grace Gall has the opportunity here to hit a walk-off, she could do it. It's an 8-1.
Alexa Foley coming back in for Walsh as she has been all game.
And like I said, Gallo, if she has the go-go juice, she could hit a 3-1 walk-off. Oh, it's a Gallo. I'm going to call it a bow. Ball.
Bow.
Bow. I mean, 2 softball games, my first ever 2, and I'm going to see 2 walk-offs. That'd be great. She's going to pump fake the throw to first to check Foley. And like I said earlier, a lot of the runners, when they get on first, Zadik, Payan, and Foley, they love to play mind games with the catcher and try to make them to get that throw.
Third ball is high to Gallo. 3-0
Gallo's
the
gonna-
count with 1 out for the Wizards. As
Gallo's
they are.
going to duck right under that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
3-0, this is the situation where you don't swing. I was going to see if she's going to walk and make bases loaded again. Right down the middle. Yep. And like I said, we got a little encore from the Pittsburgh Patriots substitution bench. And she's going to walk.
Walk, the bases loaded again.
Coming up now is Sarah Payan.
Did you say Pittsburgh Patriots?
Huh? No,
You-
Portsmouth Patriots.
I heard Pittsburgh.
I'll have to watch it back. I'm so dialed right now. Now, Sarah has a very good opportunity to put some damage in Mercy Rule. High. Again, Mia has to fuck this game out. I don't think they can put Mrs. Rainey back in. Obviously, there's no pitch count. This isn't baseball, but I don't know if they can sub in someone they've already subbed out. Mia with the 1-0. It's a tie-in. Solid base hit.
Nice
Gonna get
base hit.
through. That's just going to score 1. And it's 9-1. 2 runs to win the game for the Wizards. And this is the opportunity for Allie to do something great and hit a little walk-off grand chowder.
Keep saying chowder. You hungry?
I am hungry. I want some clam chowder. I don't like grand slam. That's like, that doesn't feel good enough. It's grand chowder. Now, I look over to my right, and I see some sort of sign for Mary Rainey. I can't
300 something.
Yeah, 300 something. Maybe games played? No way. Maybe strikeouts. I don't know. Definitely not hits.
101 to Ionati.
Did he just say 2? I feel like he said 2.
I don't think so. 1-1.
And solid grounder. He's going to score a run. Coming up now is Bryce Principe. She has an opportunity to steal this game. It is a 2-out situation off of Allie's, I guess you can say, sack grounder. I think that's a term.
Just a ground out.
Yeah. She scored the run again. This is it. All she has to do is single, and Gallo's going to score. And they win the game. Done. All she needs to do, make contact with the ball, get to first safe, and Grace gets to home. Oh.
0-1.
That is a pitch that she definitely could have cranked. As we've seen of her bottom of the 5th at bat, she had a pretty good contact ball to center. I thought it was gone. That would have been pretty crazy for her to hit. And she's going to foul. It's going to go out of play.
Aw. Fan almost made the catch.
Has that been an out?
And banana ball. Have you ever seen banana ball?
Yeah.
Love the
Love a little
bananas.
banana ball. 0-2 pitch to Principe. And she's going to lit lag it. All she needs to do is get to first. Oh, Bryce is trying to debate that she had the foot off the bag. And that's not going to end the game. So the Wizards are 3 outs away from a win.
Almost bat through the order.
And we are going to go to commercial break. Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, executive producer Eric White, and this is the media broadcasting journalism pathway production of Wizards softball.
And we're back. Logan Randall here. Mike Dennis did go relieve one of our cameramen. And we are back with the media broadcasting and journalism pathway production of Wizards softball. Again, Mike Dennis did step aside as he relieves one of our cameramen. Bryce Prince will be back on the mound with a 1-1 count to number 15, Kylie Bowe. Strike 2 to Bowe as she swings. Count now 1-2. Strike 3 as Bowe swings.
No, because if it goes out, you don't have another one there anyway.
So that's 1 out for the Patriots as number 11, Lily Morgado, steps up to the dish. First pitch to Morgado is a liner right into shallow left. Looking 2, but stays 1. Base hit from Morgado. Now stepping up the dish is number 4, Emily Bronson. 1 out to Bronson with 1 runner on first. Takes a ball just outside. 1-0 the count to Bronson. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Count now 1-1 with 1 out and 1 runner on first. Wizards up 10-1 against the Patriots with a 4-run inning in the bottom of the 6th. Second ball to Bronson.
Okay, now stop talking. You're distracting me. All I can hear is you. Follow that, Dave.
Foul ball.
Oh, foul. Okay. And Mike, you're following the runner. So, okay. So you're following the runner even if you think it's going to be foul.
2-2 to Bronson. 1 out. Strike 3. Very early. That's 2 outs now for the Patriots. As Barbara Riney steps up. Spent a couple of innings pitching this game as she just switched to third. 0-0 to Riney. Foul ball right into the Little League field. 0-1 with 2 outs and a runner on first. Oh and 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Short grounder to shortstop. Oh, and the throw is just missed. Ball is dead as it hits the coach's bucket. See what they do here. They might send her back to first.
Yeah, you can't really follow her. Okay. So actually go to second. Follow that person. That person is being pinged. I know she's doing something. Okay. So right there.
Throw to Ayanani was just missed. Hit the tip of her glove. They are going to let her stay on second. And it looks like the umpires are going to meet to review this. Slowly but surely, they'll get there. So they're going to send the runners back to first and second. off of the dead ball from Rainey. Rainey. Now up number 21, Mia Ruggieri. First pitch is a foul ball. 0-1 now with 2 outs and runners on first and second to Ruggieri. Wizards still on top 10-1 here in the top of the 7th. Second pitch to Ruggieri is a ball that was really low. Yep, 1-1 the count. Another foul ball. 1-2 now with 2 outs. Still runners on first and second. Ruggieri steps in. The pitch. Just a bit outside. 2-2 now. Strike 3. And the Wizards win their first playoff game in the playoffs. Final score with the Wizards win 10-1 as they line up to shake hands. And welcome everybody to the post-game show with the media and broadcasting journalism pathway of softball. The Wizards did upset the Portsmouth Patriots with a score of 10-1. What stuck with the Wizards the most was their 4-run bottom of the 6th inning with a couple of base hits. That's when they switched to new pitcher. I think it was Kaylin Abujan. She just couldn't figure out how to shake off the Wizards, leading to a 4-run inning. Again, I do have, I can't think of his name. I don't know, I'm lost. Again, the Wizards did upset the Patriots as they move into the losers bracket. So the Wizards will move on to play the winner of Tollgate or East Greenwich. I'm not really sure when they play, but the Patriots do move into the losers bracket. Again, a final score of 10-1. The Wizards did have a chance to mercy rule them in the 6th. Just one run shy. I don't know where my fellow cameraman is doing. He's going over to the Portsmouth dugout. So at first, the Wizards did start off a little bit slow, only scoring 2 runs in the first and 1 run in the second. After that, it was still a little slow with 2 runs in the third, no runs in the fourth, and 1 runs in the fifth. But that's 6th inning.
Who's coming up?
Again, right now we're just trying to figure out players to get up for post-game interview. Mr.
Hey.
White looks like he's going to join us
I
on the
am
mic.
joining. Mike Dennis is trying to get a couple of people for an interview. The team is doing what it does. You know, they're meeting afterwards, talking about, whatever strategy. Congratulations, whatever. So we're going to keep it here for another couple of minutes, and if nobody gets up here, we're just going to call it.
All right.
All right. So. Just a shout out to the production crew. Adam Gagnon on the right field camera down the first base line. And in deep right field is Deja Murtaugh. And myself, Eric White, teacher in the media broadcasting and journalism pathway at West Warwick High School. Logan Randall, Mike Dennis calling a great game again. Bryce Principe dazzling as usual. So, all right. So we will keep it here. We're going to go silent for a couple of minutes, but we'll be right back with that interview, or 2, or 3.
All right, and again, the Wizards get their first playoff win against Portsmouth with a final score of 10-1. Principe did strike out 16 batters. Mike Dennis comes up a little bit excited. 10 strikeouts. Sorry. She had 10 strikeouts. What are you saying? 16.
Okay.
She had to be close to that.
9. Well, it's just been confirmed by Mrs. Principe. She had 9.
Here we go, guys.
All right, post-game interview. Oh, I am in the camera. Lead it off.
So, wonderful game. This is the first round of the playoffs. You guys played a play-in team. They go to the losers bracket now, and you guys move on to play the winner of Tollgate and G. I don't think those results have been announced yet. I'll reach out and make sure. 9 strikeouts. I mean, wonderful. I was counting. I was overestimating so much. I thought you had way more. Your fielders make great plays. Christina had 4, I think 4 flyouts. Sarah had 2. Just a wonderful game. And in general, this was a defensive-led game. You guys, obviously, you smashed them on the batting, but defensively, they had one run all game, and that was off of a ground out that they scored off of. Obviously, the running was great. And Miss Walsh, you hit an absolute missile at the bottom of the first to score Carcetti and Zadik. That was just impressive. And overall, I feel like the whole game, you guys, she was throwing very inconsistently to the point where she was trying to throw off, because when Adriana went up, she's throwing off speed. When you went up, she was trying to speed it up a little bit. How did you adjust as a batter?
I always expect a fastball and adjust to the changeup, so I don't think about the changeup unless I see it, so I just got to get my foot down and see the ball.
What was the reaction going back into the dugout after the first 3? Was it, were you guys pumped? Do you guys want to grind it out and grit it out? Or was it just a balanced mentality of you guys kind of just trying to grind it out?
I think those runs really, obviously they're not enough, but they gave us a little bit of a cushion, a little bit of confidence, especially to go back out in the field. I don't think that, I don't know, I feel like anything can happen, so we really needed to
Having those runs helps us be able to throw pitches that aren't perfect strikes. It
Right.
gives her a little bit of wiggle room, and it gives our fielders a little bit of, not that we want to make errors, but there's a little room for errors if we need to. So it just helps us all feel a little more confident in ourselves.
So I've always been a nerd, and I always look at the stats. Come into the game, they had a pitcher that was not a pitcher, sorry, a hitter. Their catcher was hitting 580. What was your kind of mindset going into each at bat with her?
I never really like to approach a batter scared, so I think mainly the mentality was to make her chase, not give her anything too far over the plate, but to really make her swing.
Yeah, and obviously, definitely during most of the at-bats, most of them, I don't think she had hit all day. I think she had 1 hit, and you played it perfectly, obviously. What was, obviously, I saw it from the booth. They had an argument in one of the bottom of the innings that you guys were out in the offense, where she was just not taking any of her signs. Was there any kind of dugout perception of that, saying, do we take advantage of this situation, or was it just a mental error?
I'm going to be so honest with you, I didn't even realize that.
I did. We were talking about it. When something like that happens with the other pitcher, with specifically the pitcher and catcher, because they're siblings, we really want to take advantage of that, because if they're fighting, they're not playing to the best of their ability. You have to have a good connection with your pitcher and catcher. I feel like we don't really get mad at each other. No. So if you're mad at your pitcher or you're mad at your catcher, you're not going to throw as good as you want to. So I think some girls in the dugout were a little aware of that, and we tried to take advantage of it.
I definitely noticed that, because it went. I think she nodded off 8 signs,
Yeah.
and she just was going straight no, and it felt like, they pulled her and coming into the bottom of the 6th, and that's when you guys started to just smash them. What was? So the last question, coming to the bottom of the 6th, what was the coach's game plan? They pulled in a new pitcher. You guys adjusted quickly. Liv adjusted within the 2nd pitch. What was your perception? Because you had an at-bat against her, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah. Not to overthink it. At the end of the day, it's just a pitcher. You just have to hit the ball. We faced her before a few weeks ago, and we kind of hit her around. There's not a huge difference between the 2 pitchers, so we knew we could hit her, so we didn't overthink it. We just went out there and swung the bats.
And that's all I have to say. Good luck, ladies. We will definitely be here
Thank you.
to record the next game, and we'll call up same people probably.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I didn't say Allie's name wrong this time.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Terrific game from the Wizards. Mike Dennis, Logan Randall, and we are going to say farewell and good evening.